Hello and welcome to LMP's The Huddle. I am your host, Dustin Lead. He is Keith Schweigert. It's week 5 of the LL football season, and you guys voted for our game of the week, Northern Lebanon at Pequea Valley. What jumps out at you for this game, Keith?
Well, this is a big game, at least in Kinzers and Fredericksburg. The students there got out the vote, and they're very excited about their programs there, and with pretty good reason. Pequea Valley is off to a 2-2 start for the second year in a row. Last year they kind of limped into the finish a little bit. They finished with a 5-5 record, which it tied them for the program record for most wins in a season, but they were really hoping to get to 6-4 and have a above 500 record for the first time in program history. They're hoping they can put that together this year, and they have some winnable games ahead of them, but in order to do it, they're going to have to spring an upset. And that's where we come to this week, because they're going to have their hands full. Northern Lebanon is the defending Section 3 champion, and they're one of the league's 3 remaining undefeated teams. They're ranked in the top 5 in the league in both offense and defense, and they lead the league in scoring average at 49 points per game. So it's going to be a real big challenge for Pequea Valley this week. I talked to the Braves coach, Mike Choi, earlier in the week. He's hoping that he can keep the Braves in the game until the fourth quarter, keep it close, and then maybe make some plays down the stretch to spring an upset here. Here's how he hopes to do it.
Man, Northern Lebanon's everything they're cracked up to be. You watch them on film and they're scary. They're scary both offensively and defensively. Their personnel is the best that we've played so far. I think we're going to have to be disciplined. We're going to have to play assignment football, and we're going to have to take every play. I know that's the old cliche. Every coach says you take every play, but really in this game, we're going to have to concentrate on every play in order to make sure that we complete our assignment on every play. Because if you get out of whack with Northern Lebanon, they're going 60 yards and a touchdown. So it's really important that we concentrate on what our job is, and that each man to a T, offensively and defensively, does their job.
Well, it sounds like the Braves are going to need to take this one play by play, as the coach says. Another big game that we're looking at this week is Hempfield at McCaskey. Keith, what are some keys that we need to look for in this game?
Well, Hempfield's one of the hottest teams in the league right now. They have the league's number 2 ranked offense. They average just over 400 yards per game, and they do most of their damage on the ground. Senior running back Will Blair is one of those dual threat guys. He can run, he can catch. But right now he's leading the league in rushing. He has 648 yards and a league high 11 touchdowns. But defenses can't just key on him, because they run a lot of read option with quarterback Sam Kramer, and he's a pretty good threat to run himself. He has 363 yards and 3 touchdowns so far in his first 4 games. So I think McCaskey's going to have their hands full slowing Hempfield down here, because they rank right in the middle of the pack defensively among the league teams, and they really struggle to stop the run. I think their only shot here is to break off a few big plays themselves and try to win the game in a shootout. But that's going to be tough, because right now McCaskey has the league's worst offense, 173 yards per game, and only 3 teams in the league have scored fewer points than the Red Tornado.
Could be a tough one.
Yeah.
That's it for this episode of The Huddle. Be sure to follow all of our coverage on LancasterOnline.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. See you next time.